Preference for placement. Where will you go? The main guideline here is two things. First, the more flexible you are, the better. The better chance of getting something. Second, if you look on our site again, you will see a list of the different locations and how many positions for this upcoming semester. So, my suggestion is to have a look at that, see which places have the most openings and which places seem to be the best fit for you, and then choose from there, being as open as possible. So fill that in. If you are applying for SOL, there's going to be another video for the SOL supplement, but if you are applying for SOL and you're 100% SOL only, you'll never go anywhere else, then you don't have to fill in the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. But if you're applying for SOL, but if you don't get into SOL, you would like to do Busan or Incheon or Daegu, then you fill in the rest of this. So your first preference, they will know is SOL, and then further on down the line, you will also have these other choices. Okay, so open as possible will help you get a job. Now, type of educational setting. What is your preference between elementary, middle, or high school? Doesn't mean that you're going to get it for sure, but at least they know what your preference is. So if there is a choice, then they can put you towards that direction. Now, there's a bunch of questions there that you have to basically say that I understand what I'm getting into. First come, first served basis. You want to be getting your documents ready. If you do pass your interview, then it's whoever gets their docs completed and in the right format into the EPIK office, then you are first come, first served. Which reminds me, if you're watching this video, there should also be another video with the things to do if you want to screw up your chances. Meaning, we're going to do a video about what not to do, and one of those things, by the way, is not to send your documents directly to the EPIK office. You have to send them to us. Okay. What else do we have here? So you should be answering these questions. They're pretty obvious. Okay, joint application. If you have a person that you are applying with, note very carefully. If you are boyfriend and girlfriend, that's nice, but you don't get your couple housing. Couple housing is for people who are married only and can show their certificate of marriage. So if you are friends or if you are boyfriend, girlfriend, then you can apply together, but the most that will happen is that they'll try to get you in the same area, but you are not going to get housing together. And if you have any dependents, you have to fill in the information there, and there's also an extra form because of all the complication that goes on with having to bring dependents. Are you planning to bring any pets to Korea? Your answer there should be no, or the likelihood of getting through is not very good because there's been too many problems, and the apartments, just the owners of the apartments don't want to have pets, so it causes too many issues. And in the orientation period, no pets allowed there either. Emergency contact, again, please fill it out fully. Then the next section we have the EPIK application form, the additional personal information. So go through the questions, read them carefully. Maybe some should be yes, maybe some should be no. Don't just go and check through them, assuming that they should all be yes or they should all be no. Is there anything? Okay, under you fill in again your name, your first initial, your last name, and then for the initial submission you can just type your name and the date in there, and then when you are approved after the EPIK interview and you're actually sending in this paper version, you have to sign it with an ink pen. But for the initial submission, you can use just type it in there. All right. Next, the medical assessment. So your gender, your height in centimeters, and your weight in kilograms. If you need help doing the conversion on that, just go to Google and type whatever 6 feet 5 inches in centimeters, or 150 pounds in kg, and it's not too hard to get that information. Important point here: if you are a little bit overweight, then, or not a little bit overweight, I guess, if you are over a BMI of 30, then your application won't go through. They look at the height and weight combination. The BMI, body mass index, is a measurement that takes your height and your weight and figures, are you underweight, average weight, or overweight, and EPIK's cutoff has been 30. So do a Google search for BMI calculator and plug your stuff in there if you think you might be over, and if you're 30 or over, then you're going to have to make some bodily adjustments if you want to get into EPIK. Then go through the health questions, answer honestly, and let's see. Again, you type in your name and signature will happen later. Okay. Consent for verification and collection of information. You probably are getting tired of putting your name and your last name and your middle name and the same information over and over again, but it is needed in several different places. So just go ahead and put it in again here. And one more time, you want to put the signature information, and we will move on to the personal essay, which is the next part. Personal essay, minimum of 500 words, maximum of 1 page. You should use font size 11, should default to that when you start typing in here. And it's about your educational philosophy and your thoughts on encountering cultural differences. So one place that we find a lot of people have fallen short is with their essay. They do read it, they do put a lot of weight on it, and you should put some effort into making a good essay and the right length, or else it'll get sent back to you saying, sorry, too short. Okay. That is about it for filling in the application form. To reiterate, it's just really important that you get it right the first time. For ourselves, we're going to be getting a lot of people sending them in, so if there's 1 or 2 mistakes that slip by, then we can be kind of patient with that. But if there's too many mistakes, then we might just say, you know what, let's not even bother, because it's just a little bit of a pain for us. No, seriously though, EPIK wants to see people who are detail-oriented and can put their package together properly and without a hassle. So as long as you follow the directions, take your time, fill it in with more detail than you even think that you need, then you should be fine. Good luck with the EPIK application filling in process, and I look forward to seeing your perfect application coming through in our email. Thanks.